In this video, we're going to look at Chapter 6, Section 2, which is on comparing and ordering integers. The essential part of this section is to really understand our number line. How we start at 0, and then as we move towards the right, as the numbers get larger as we move to the right, the numbers start counting upwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so on and so forth. Okay. When we start looking at negative numbers, applying the same principle as if we move to the right, we are going greater. Okay, the numbers are getting greater or larger. Okay, as we move to the right. And then as we move towards the left on the number line, the numbers get smaller. Okay, or less. Okay. So if we look at the number line and use kind of this principle, we can say that 3 is going to be less than 5, because if we look at these two values on the number line, we have 3 and we have 5. 3 is to the left of 5, so therefore 3 is smaller than 5. And we can know this because we've worked with these numbers quite a bit, and that makes sense to us that 3 is less than 5. Well, when we start looking at negative numbers, we might have a statement that says then that we want to compare negative 6 and negative 2. So negative 6 is here on the number line, negative 2 is here on the number line. Well, as we begin to look at these numbers, okay, our instinct is to say, well, 6 is greater than 2. But in this case, the 6 is to the left of the negative 6 is to the left of negative 2. Therefore, negative 6 is actually less than negative 2, because the negative 6 is to the left. It's smaller. So while the absolute value of 6, the negative 6 is farther away from 0 than negative 2, the actual value of negative 6 is less than. And when we think about money, this becomes pretty apparent, okay? What would you rather do? Okay, well, when we think about money, you want to have more money, right? And most people do, at least, okay? So if you want more money, the most money, okay, you want to be farther to the right. Well, what would you rather have? Would you rather be in debt $6? Or would you rather be in debt $2? Would you rather owe somebody $6 or would you rather owe $2? I don't know about you, but I'd rather owe somebody only $2 rather than $6. Okay? Same thing here. You'd rather have $5 than $3. So our positive numbers are always going to be greater than our negative numbers. And I think we pretty much can understand that 3 is less than 5. I think the difficulty will come in with these negative numbers. And I think it's going to be very important to think about how they appear on the number line, and when it's from the least or to the farthest left, the greatest is to the right. So on this next slide, let's imagine we want to compare negative 15 to negative 20. Which is greater? Which is the least? Well, if we start marking the values on our negative number line, we might have negative 5, then negative 10, negative 15, negative 20. Okay, and then it can continue on. And then we could also do the positive values, 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm just counting for 5s to make it a little bit easier. Well, if we want to look and say, okay, well, where's negative 15? It's here on the number line. Where's our negative 20? It's here on the number line. Which has a greater value? Well, the negative 15 does. So we can say that negative 15 is greater than negative 20. Or once again, if we think in terms of numbers, would you rather owe somebody $15 or owe somebody $20? I think the greater amount, okay, in the sense of the most money I would have, okay, would be to owe somebody only $15. It's owing somebody the least amount, okay? But in a sense, it's what I would rather have in terms of money, okay? So I hope this has been helpful for you. I hope this kind of makes sense. But once again, when we're ordering and comparing integers, always rely on our number line. You might even want to draw a number line right on your paper for you, and then think about how things would line up. But the way the number line starts is always starts with 0. I count upward going this way, and then I count backwards in a sense with the negative values going here. But this side should mirror what I have on this side. Hope this has been helpful for you.